Hi friends, myself Bikesh Srivastava, and today we will learn what is Angular and what is the use of Angular in web development. So friends, first of all, if you don't know about me, so let me introduce about myself. Myself Bikesh Srivastava, and I am working as a software engineer. I have good experience in the IT industry, and I am blogger, I am author and trainer. I'm also providing training on weekend and weekday. Also, I'm the corporate trainer, and I'm consultant. And also, I'm CSR Corner MVP. I'm the part of CSR Corner. I'm CSR Corner chapter lead, the Gurgaon. So I have some slide and to represent about the Angular in the front of you. So I hope this video will be very helpful for you all guys. So now let's start. Oh yes, Angular 4 my case was its fundamental functional in syntax based Angular. So what we will learn in Angular session. So guys, I have lot of things in Angular to explain the front of you, but it's not possible in a single video. I can cover up the all things, all topic in single video. So definitely I will explain each and everything in separate video. But today we will learn what is Angular and what is the difference between Angular 1, Angular 2, and Angular 4. So next, okay, good question. What is Angular? Angular is a development platform for building mobile and desktop web-based application. It's a platform, it's no longer framework. It means if you are going to develop any UI-based application, any web development, any web-based application, so in that situation you can use Angular. So Angular is just a framework, we can say it's a platform to provides to develop a rich application using the JavaScript, using the TypeScript, and we can create a lightweight application, very rich application using Angular and TypeScript. So, what is the advantage of the Angular? Actually, Angular provides a cross-platform facility. Like if you are going to develop mobile-based application, any web-based application, any iOS application, any Windows application. So in that situation, just you need to do just try to use Angular, try to use Angular framework and just develop one time and use anywhere. That's the advantage of the Angular. It's a very rich framework to develop the application using the TypeScript, and you will feel definitely it will be very lightweight more than other technology. And also Angular provides lot of features, multiple features to easy the development and to easy the maintenance the application. So next, why Angular? Okay, Angular, first of all, Angular is very good to communicate with the DOM because you know very well if I'm going to develop any application using the HTML and Java in that situation, you need to catch the ID. You need to catch the ID of the HTML element and just you need to put the element, put the value according to the ID. But in the Angular application, you will feel there are two-way data binding. There are a lot of features to bind the data to communicate between JavaScript with the HTML. Like you can use expression to bind the data. You can use one-way binding. You can use two-way binding, and also you can use interpolation and event binding and property binding. Also, there are a lot of features which help to communicate between JavaScript with HTML using Angular framework. That will be so easy. That will be so easy to maintain the all application. That's why we can say Angular is very powerful and rich framework, rich platform. Okay, and powerful data binding. Already I told you there are a lot of features to bind the data to communicate between UI, communicate between HTML. And one more thing, if you are using Angular, so in that situation, you will feel definitely your Angular application. will so easy to bind the data. It means you can generate the DOM easily, you can generate the DOM, you can remove the DOM, you can DOM, play with any HTML element very easily using the Angular directive. And also there are modular features. If you are going to create any type of application like e-commerce application, any application, in that situation you can create multiple module. It means you can categorize the application into separate module. Like first module, like I'm giving you an example. Suppose I have the application, e-commerce application, right? Our team is going to create an e-commerce application. So in e-commerce application, you seen already, there are a lot of module like men, kids, and women. So you can categorize the application into separate module. So that's why in that situation you will feel your application will categorize in separate form, and your application will so easy to maintain and so easy to develop. And according that your JavaScript will load. It's not compile at a time. Your application, your Java, your TypeScript will compile, transpile according your module, according your root. Built-in backend integration. It means you can integrate any web API, any REST-based service, any MVC controller very easily using the Angular, because Angular provide the features, HTTP feature like get, post, put, and delete. So let's move on next slide. Oh, so guys, if you know the name about the Angular, so there are lot of confusion in I hope many of people have the confusion. What is Angular? What is Angular JS? What is Angular? What is one Angular 2? What is Angular 4? What is Angular 4.3.3? Okay, so let me explain. Let me clarify all things about the Angular. Okay, guys, in the sense of version, if you are saying anything in the respect of version, so in that situation you can see I'm using Angular 1, I'm using Angular 2, and Angular 4. But what is the exact meaning of the Angular? Meaning is, if you are using Angular JS, Angular 1, so we can say it's the Angular JS. If you are using Angular 2 or Angular 4, we need to say Angular, only just Angular. It means if you are using old Angular like Angular 1, so just say Angular JS. But if you are using Angular 2 or Angular 4, just say Angular, not Angular JS, not Angular 4. But in the sense of version, you can say it's Angular 4 or Angular 2 or Angular 4.3.23 or Angular 1. Okay, so that's I think clear. And next question is, what is the difference between Angular 1, Angular 2, and Angular 4? There are a lot of difference, like we can say, because Google developed the Angular JS firstly, but after that Google developed Angular 2, but Angular 2 is not upgraded version of Angular 1. Angular 2 is totally rewrite from Angular 1, from Angular JS. It means you cannot see any type of logic, any type of sentence into directly from Angular 1. Here in Angular 2, all features is different than Angular 1. Okay, so Angular 2 and Angular 4 is totally rewrite from Angular JS. It's not upgraded version. And in Angular 4, you can see here lot of features which added in Angular 4. This is a new feature in Angular 4, like a smaller, faster app. They minified the packages, they minified the all things, they minified the code. So that's why application is very fast. View engine, and they added some animation peak packages. They added one most feature, like you can use ng if with ng else. If you are using any condition on the DOM ngIf, so you can use together ngIf and ngElse. Edge keyword, you can use edge keyword, like if you are creating any variables, you can use edge keyword. And there are some add-ons, some new features in pipes, HTTP request simplified, app testing, meta tag, and select option, enhancement in router. They added some new things, new features in the routing, and added optional parameter improvement internationalization. What is the life cycle of hooks? So guys, in next video I will explain what is the life cycle hooks in Angular application. If you are going to create Angular application, I think you need to understand very deeply what is the life cycle of Angular application. So for today, that's all from my side, and